Have you ever looked at someone in their 90s or even 100s and wondered, what's their secret? Maybe you've thought, I'd love to live that long, but only if I can stay healthy, happy, and full of energy. Well, the good news is, science has uncovered some simple, everyday habits that can help you do exactly that. And the best part, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, the choices you make today can add years to your life and life to your years. So if you've ever wanted to feel stronger, sharper, and more vibrant as you age, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into 7 science-backed habits that can help you live longer, healthier, and happier. And trust me, these aren't complicated or extreme. They're small, practical changes that can make a world of difference. Now, let's start with the first habit, and this one might surprise you. It's not about eating a special superfood or running marathons. It's about something much simpler, something you can start doing today. Habit number 1, move, but make it enjoyable. You've probably heard that exercise is important, but after 60, the key isn't pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about finding movement that feels good and that you'll actually stick with. Studies show that people who stay active in their later years live longer, have stronger hearts, and even keep their minds sharper. But here's the catch. If you dread your workout, you won't keep doing it. So, what's the solution? Choose activities you love. Maybe it's dancing to your favorite oldies, taking a leisurely bike ride, or even gardening. My neighbor, Margaret, swears by her daily walks with her girlfriends. They chat, laugh, and get their steps in without even realizing it. The point is, movement shouldn't feel like a chore. It should feel like part of your day that you genuinely look forward to. And if you're thinking, but what if I have aches and pains? That's okay. Gentle activities like swimming, Tai Chi, or even chair yoga can work wonders. The goal is just to keep your body in motion because, as the saying goes, motion is lotion for your joints and muscles. Habit number 2, eat like the world's longest lived people. Now, let's talk about food, because what you eat plays a huge role in how long and how well you live. Researchers have studied places called blue zones, where people live the longest, and guess what? They don't count calories or follow fad diets. They eat real, wholesome foods, plenty of vegetables, beans, whole grains, and healthy fats. But here's the thing, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. Try adding 1 extra vegetable to your meals or swap out processed snacks for nuts or fruit. And don't forget about protein. It's crucial for keeping your muscles strong as you age. Foods like eggs, fish, and lentils are great options. Oh, and here's a tip from my friend Jim. He makes a big pot of vegetable soup every Sunday, so he always has something healthy and easy to grab during the week. Little strategies like that can make healthy eating effortless. Now, before we move on to the next habit, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to light up when they talk about their hobbies or passions? Well, that brings us to habit number 3, and it's a game changer for longevity. Habit number 3, stay curious and engaged. Think about the happiest, healthiest seniors you know. Chances are they're always learning, creating, or connecting with others. Research shows that staying mentally and socially active can slow down aging at the cellular level. That's right. Keeping your brain engaged isn't just good for your memory, it's good for your entire body. So what does this look like in real life? Maybe it's joining a book club, taking up painting, or even learning to use technology to stay in touch with family. My Uncle Ray started learning Spanish at 75, just for fun, and now he practices with his grandkids over video calls. It keeps him sharp and gives him something to look forward to. The bottom line, your brain thrives on novelty and connection, so don't be afraid to try something new, even if it feels a little outside your comfort zone. Now, we've covered 3 powerful habits so far: moving in ways you enjoy, eating like the world's longest-lived people, and staying curious. But there's more to explore, and the next habits might just surprise you. So let's keep going, because living to 100 isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. You know, when I was growing up, my grandmother used to say, "It's not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years." And now, science is proving just how right she was. Living a long life isn't just about reaching a certain age. It's about feeling good, staying independent, and enjoying every day along the way. We've already talked about moving in ways that bring you joy, eating like the world's healthiest seniors, and keeping your mind active. Now let's dive into the next 2 habits that can help you stay vibrant well into your 90s and beyond. Habit number 4, prioritize sleep, your body's repair time. If there's one thing we often underestimate as we age, it's the power of good sleep. You might think, "I don't need as much sleep now." But here's what the research says. Quality sleep is when your body repairs cells, strengthens your immune system, and even clears out toxins from your brain. Poor sleep, on the other hand, has been linked to memory problems, weight gain, and even a higher risk of chronic diseases. Now I know, sleep doesn't always come easy as we get older. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night or struggle to fall asleep in the first place. But small changes can make a big difference. Try keeping a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Make your bedroom a cozy, screen-free zone. No TVs or phones at least an hour before bed. And if you're still having trouble, a short afternoon nap, 20-30 minutes, can work wonders without messing up your nighttime sleep. My friend Linda swears by her evening routine: a cup of chamomile tea, few pages of a good book, and soft music. She says it signals to her body that it's time to wind down. Little rituals like that can train your brain to relax and prepare for rest. Habit number 5, cultivate strong connections. Here's something fascinating. Studies of centenarians, people who live to 100 and beyond, show that they almost always have one thing in common: strong social ties. Whether it's family, friends, or a close-knit community, having people to laugh with, share stories with, and even lean on during tough times is a major predictor of longevity. Now, I get it. As we age, social circles can shrink. Kids move away, friends may pass on, and it's easy to feel isolated. But staying connected doesn't have to mean hosting big dinner parties or traveling to see family all the time. It can be as simple as calling a friend for a weekly chat, joining a local club, gardening, card games, even a walking group. Volunteering. Nothing gives you a sense of purpose like helping others. My neighbor Frank started attending a coffee meetup at his local senior center. At first, he went just to pass the time, but now he's made a whole new group of friends. They swap recipes, talk about their grandkids, and even plan little outings together. That kind of connection isn't just good for the soul, it's good for your health. Research shows that strong social bonds can lower stress, reduce the risk of dementia, and even boost your immune system. A quick story before we move on. I'll never forget meeting a 94-year-old woman named Rose at a community event. When I asked her secret to a long life, she grinned and said, "I never say no to a good time or a good nap." And you know what? She was onto something. Balance is key. Staying active matters, but so does rest. Eating well is important, but so is enjoying the occasional treat with loved ones. That's why these habits aren't about restriction or rigid rules. They're about creating a lifestyle that keeps you feeling your best, day after day, year after year. Now, as we look ahead to the final habits, we're going to explore 2 more game changers. One that's all about managing stress in a way you might not expect, and another that could be the simplest yet most powerful habit of all. You know, one of the most inspiring things I've learned from talking to people in their 80s, 90s, and even 100s is this. They don't focus on anti-aging. Instead, they focus on living well, on finding joy in everyday moments, staying curious, and nurturing what truly matters. And that brings us to the final two habits that science says can help you not just add years to your life, but truly savor those years. Habit number 6, stress less, live more. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Easier said than done. Life comes with worries, health, finances, family, and pretending stress doesn't exist isn't realistic. But here's the key insight from longevity research. It's not stress itself that's the problem. It's how we respond to it. Centenarians around the world, from Okinawa to Sardinia, often share a remarkable trait. They take life in stride. They laugh often, let go of grudges, and have daily rituals to unwind. And science backs this up. Chronic stress accelerates aging at the cellular level, while practices like mindfulness, gratitude, or even just deep breathing can counteract those effects. Try this simple habit. Carve out 5 minutes a day just for you. Sit quietly with a cup of tea and focus on your breathing. Or keep a gratitude notebook by your bed. Each night, jot down one thing that made you smile that day, even if it's as small as a bird singing outside your window. My Aunt Helen, at 89, calls this her daily dose of happy. Over time, these small pauses train your brain to focus on what's good, reducing the toll stress takes on your body. Habit number 7, have a reason to wake up. This might be the most powerful habit of all. In Japan, they call it ikigai, a sense of purpose. And studies show that people with a strong why live longer, recover from illness faster, and maintain sharper minds. But purpose doesn't have to mean some grand mission. It can be teaching your grandkids how to bake your famous pie, tending a garden that feeds your neighbors, even committing to daily walks with your dog, because someone has to keep that tail wagging. A Harvard study followed people for decades and found that those with clear goals and passions had significantly lower risks of heart disease and Alzheimer's. Why? Because purpose fuels motivation, and motivation keeps you engaged with life. Take my friend Ed, who retired at 65 and felt lost until he started volunteering at the local library. Now at 82, he jokes that he's the world's oldest tech support guy, helping other seniors navigate ebooks. That sense of being needed, it's kept him energized for nearly 2 decades past retirement. Bringing it all together. So let's recap these 7 science-backed habits. Move in ways that bring you joy. Eat like the world's longest-lived people, or stay curious and mentally engaged. E. Prioritize restorative sleep. E. Nurture meaningful connections. Manage stress with daily pauses. Evan. Cultivate a sense of purpose. But here's the most important thing. You don't need to do all 7 perfectly. Start with one that resonates with you. Maybe today you'll call an old friend, habit number 5. Tomorrow you might swap toast for oatmeal with berries, habit number 2. Small steps add up. Research shows that people who adopt even half these habits live significantly longer than those who do none. A final thought. When I think about the healthiest, happiest seniors I've met, they all share one attitude. They see aging not as decline, but as an opportunity to learn, to love, to leave a legacy. As one 102-year-old told me, every morning is a gift. I don't count the years, I count the laughs. So here's my question for you. Which of these habits will you try first? Share in the comments. I'd love to hear what inspires you. And if this video gave you a nudge toward a longer, brighter future, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on thriving at any age. Remember, friends, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, the second best time, today. Here's to your next 100 years. May they be your best yet.